Hello again and welcome back to Net Mastery Zone channel. In the previous video, the Remote Access VPN Part 1, if you remember, and if you watch that video, we just configure this ASA and we configure three zones here: the outside, inside, and management. And then we just add some NATing here to the outside to access the internet from inside of the organization. And now we are able to ping from any of these devices to the internet. And also we checked before that this PC, actually this one is connected to the internet. Let's check it again. I believe, yeah, it's still here. Let's go to google.com to make sure that we are able to access the internet from this PC. Then we will have some fun and we will configure the Remote Access VPN to access remotely inside our organization. Let's go to Google and check this. Yes, you can see that we are connected to the internet. Okay, let's put it away. We are not going to work with this now. Now we are just going to start our configuration of Remote Access VPN. Okay, this is ASTM. If you remember, I said that we can manage everything in the ASTM, and every single part of the ASA is accessible here to for the configuration. As you see, we have a lot of detail here, and we can do all our configuration from ASTM. If you watch that video, I just upload the ASTM and configure the interface management to access the ASTM. And after accessing the ASTM, you can actually do all the configuration inside the ASTM. Okay, for now we are going to create the Remote Access VPN. As you see, we have an option here, Remote Access VPN. And we have different type of VPN, and if you click on them, you can see a brief introduction of that and how it's work and how you can configure that. But now we are going to use this wizard tab and open wizard and any connect VPN wizard. In here you can see a diagram. Actually, this is a local and this is a remote. This is your PC, and you are going to connect to the remote through the internet, and this one actually is the firewall ASA that you have. And you can see a little key here. It means that this connection is encrypted and no one can intercept the tunnel inside the internet. Let's click next. Here we just need to provide a name to our connection. Actually, let's name it Corp, as we are going to access the corporate network here. And also you have option here to select from which interface you are going to access the corporate network inside the organization. If you remember, we add inside, outside, and management. The management is just used to access the ASTM, and the inside actually is connected to our inside organization, and the outside is connected to the internet. But we may have some other interfaces also. Maybe some organization has more than one outside for different ISP, and we can select anyone if according to our requirement and our network configuration. Okay, I'm going to select the outside here and click next. In the next step, you can see that we have option here of two type of the protocol that we can use. We can use SSL and also IPsec. But we can leave them, we can use both of them actually, but for the IPsec we need to actually manage a certificate here, because the IPsec needs a certificate for the working actually for the configuration. For that, let's go to the management and add a certificate. You can see we can upload a certificate if you have a certificate server, but also it has an option here, and we can generate a self-signed certificate for this. Let's use this self-signed certificate, add certificate, and send it. Okay, the certificate is generated, and now it's selected here. Let's click on next. And here we need to add the image of our AnyConnect. If you remember, we add the image for ASDM, and we copy that using TFTP to the ASA to access that. For this one is also, for example, you are going to connect to the corporate network, but at first you don't have any software to make your connection, actually to provide the username and password, and because of that you need to download this software. That software, of course, it's available in the internet, but you may not be able to download that from the official Cisco website, or even if you download that, the version may be different, and you may face some problem with the connection to the corporate network. Because of that, all corporate networks, the administrator actually just provide the image of the AnyConnect inside the ASA, and at first when you are going to connect to that, you can download that image and use it. Okay, actually we can upload that image using the TFTP server, as we did it before for the ASTM, or we can use this ASTM to upload that. If I browse the disk 0, you can see that we don't have any image for AnyConnect here. We have only the ASTM, but we cannot use this is ASTM, it's not AnyConnect, and but we have an option here, and we can upload it from the local PC. Okay, browse local file, and I have this in the in my D drive, and this is the AnyConnect version 4.9. Actually, because I'm going to use the Windows 10, I have to use this version because the version 3.1 is not installable on the it's not compatible actually with Windows 10, but if you have older version, you can upload that one also. I'm going to upload this. Select it, and now upload the file. You can see we can easily upload using the ASDM. Before it was needed for another software, a TFTP software, to upload files to the ASA, but now when you have the ASDM, you have a complete access to internal disk 0, and you can upload and download, delete, and everything from this from the ASA using the ASDM. Okay, and now this you can see disk 0 AnyConnect Windows 4.9, and now is uploaded. You can see this is the Windows version. You may have some client that using the Mac or Linux. Actually, this AnyConnect is also available for them to download when they are trying to connect to the corporate network. But here we are going to connect using the Windows, and I'm just uploading this. But of course, you can upload any other version if you want. For example, let me upload the version 3 also. Maybe some users using the Windows 10. Windows 7 to connect to corporate network. I'm going to upload this one also. Okay, now we have 2 images for the actually for the our AnyConnect, and let's click on next. Okay, here if you remember, we are going to use the local disk, local user for the authentication. This is the actually the basic basic configuration. We are going to use the local database for the user here, but as I said in the next videos, I will configure this too, IZ server and also Windows 2008 for and Active Directory to manage the user group here and add them in the ASA. But for now, let's just use this local database to connect to our corporate network. I'm going to create a user Bob, and let's give a password Cisco, and let's have another user Jake, for example, and the same password. Okay, now I have 3 users, and let's click on next. Again, here the method authentication method in the AAA and local, but if we can select here, you can see we have certificate only, AAA certificate and SAML. What is SAML here? Actually, SAML it's 2-type authentication. If you know, of course, when you enable your 2-step authentication, for example, for your Gmail, the Google actually gives you a software, and then you can generate a code when you provide your username and password. Then it will ask you for that code, and that makes the account very actually secure, because if someone hacks your password, then it doesn't have the code, the second authentication code to enter to your account. This SAML actually doing the same thing. You can register to a website, and that website actually when you try to connect to the corporate network, first you provide your username and password, and then it will redirect you to that website, and that website do the second authentication. And if you do that authentication correct, then you will be able to access to the corporate network. For now, actually, because this option needs a license and you need to buy this, I'm not sure if it's available. A trial version is available inside the internet. I will check that, and if it's possible, in the next video, of course, I will configure this one also. But for now, let's not use the SAML, and just click on next. Okay, here we need to create a IP address pool. Let me speak about that also. If you remember, this PC is in VLAN 3, and it has the IP address of 10.10.3.100, and the gateway is here. And also we have a gateway here for VLAN 1, 10.10.1.1, and the other side, the inside of the ASA IP address is 10.10.1.2. Now we need to, when we are going to connect to the corporate network, we should be in a range of inside of this ASA. Then we need to have a IP address pool. When this user is going to connect, what IP address should be assigned for him to be able to access a corporate network inside. We need to create actually a DHCP pool here. Let me create that with the name of Remote Net, and let's use the IP address of 10.10.1.100 to 10.10.1.200 with the subnet mask of 24 bits. Okay, actually you can have many different pool here and assign the user for different user different IP address, but you have to be sure that when you are going to use a pool, that pool should be accessible inside the corporate network, else the user will not be able to access the corporate network inside. Okay, for IPv4, IPv6, we are using the IPv4 here. Let's click on next, and now we need to give a DNS server. Let's use the public DNS server of Google. Next. This option is very important, NAT exemption, because we already, if you watch the previous video, we just configure the NAT here, and all the user wants when they try to access the internet will be NAT here. But when we are going to connect from outside and this traffic comes to the inside network, when it go out again, it will be NAT here. And that's something that we don't want to do, that because actually we just created tunnel here, and that tunnel is a private tunnel as encrypted, and all the traffic goes through that tunnel, and we already have the IP address like inside corporate network, and because of that we don't need to do any NATing here. And if we don't exempt this traffic from NATing, we will not be able to access that. And from which interface? From interface inside, and what network? All the IP, any IPv4. Of course we can select here, and we can give a range or something, but any IPv4 I think is actually cover all the IP address that may access from the outside. Let's click next, and now you can see some information here, and allow the web launch. Of course, when we are going to connect, first we need to open the web page and try to download the any connect software from the ASA. Let's click on next and click on finish. You can see here there is a lot of configuration actually is generated here by this wizard, and of course we can do this configuration manually, but it takes sometimes to us and needs a lot of information, any extra information to how to do this. But with the ASTM, with just a wizard, we can generate all this configuration and send it to the ASA. Okay, let's finish that. Okay, now our corporate connection profile actually is created with that information that we provide before, and now it's the time to test this. Let's try, and if we did everything correct, we should be able to connect to corporate network and should be able to ping to the corporate network. Okay, for that let's go to the browser, and let me create another tab. I'm going to type https 1.1.1.1. This is, if you remember, this is the IP address of the outside, and now this user is trying to access this for the first time to download the ASTM. Let me see if we can, it's accessible. Yes, it's accessible, and you can see that it said the connection is not private again because we don't have the certificate installed in our PC. Let's proceed this. This is safe for us, no problem. And here you can see that we have a group of corp, and we need to provide the username and password. Okay, before typing the username and password, let's go and actually reset the username and password, because when we just create that user, the username and password is not working. We need to actually here change the username and password again. I'm just taking here and use the Cisco as a password. And apply send. Okay, now let's with the user of Bob and with the password of Cisco connect to this group and see what will be happened. Okay, you can see that we just redirected to another page, and this is any connect secure mobility client page, and here we are able to download the image that we actually upload to the ASA, and now we can download the executable file. You see it's the exe file, and we can download that and install that on this PC. If you remember that when we upload actually that image to the ASA, it was not a exe file, it was a pkg file. Let me show you here in the D drive. This one actually, you can see this is the extension of this is pkg file, and this is actually a file that contain some other of course packages and so on, but we are just going to download the exe file from that package. And let's open that and try to install it. Okay, I think my mouse cursor is just locked here. Let me reset this window and open it again. Okay, my mouse is not working here. I'm trying to use the keyboard. First, accept the term and conditions, click next, and then click on install. It's going to install this package, actually this software. Okay, let me open that. You can see that we have a Cisco AnyConnect mobility that installed here. Let's open this, and actually the mouse cursor is locked inside this virtual PC. Let me solve this problem, and I will come back to the video. Okay guys, I fixed the problem actually, and I just changed the image for this Windows. The last image was Windows 10. This is Windows 10 same, but actually it's a tiny version of that. That Windows was needed a lot of resources, and it was not available on the PC. And because of that, I just changed that and installed the Cisco AnyConnect. Now let's connect and see. Before connection, actually, let me show you something here in the setting. In the preferences, if you go, we have a tick mark here, and that is block the connection to untrusted server. Let's remove this because as I said before, there is a self-signed certificate on the ASA, and that certificate is not installed on the PC, and because of that it's not actually on trusted network, and then if this tick will be checked, then connection will not be established. And also I'm removing this, the minimize any connect on VPN. Actually this Windows, I don't want to minimize this after connection, and because I want to show you something here. Okay, now just type our IP here 1.1.1.1, and also let me show you something here. You can see that it's all it's not connected, actually disconnected, and there is no information here. Route detail, also firewall, and also message history. Let's put this open here to check the message history actually when we are trying to connect. And now let's click on connect. Okay, connect anyway. Again, give a message of certificate, and let's type Cisco the password. Okay, and you can see that now everything is okay, and it's trying to establish the session, the configuring the system, and connected to 1.1.1.1. Now this PC is actually connected to the corporate network, and if you see here, it's 22 seconds that is connected. And now if we check this statistic here, you can see that it say the tunnel, all traffic will be tunneled here, and IPv6, okay, we don't have IPv6, and it's drop everything, the duration. And here you can see the IP address that we when we create that pool, and that the first IP address 10.10.1.100 actually is assigned for this PC to access the corporate network. And if we go to the route detail, you can see that all the route actually it's going through the tunnel. There is no firewall here, and this is the message history. Okay, now let's close this, leave it here, and let's try to ping to corporate network if it's working or not. Let's open the CMD. Okay, the CMD here. Okay, now let's try to ping to 10.10.1.1. this is the gateway actually, and you can see that we are able to ping it. The first one is just sign out because it was the first time that we are trying to access that network. Now if we try to ping, for example, 3.100, and that is this PC here. Let me show you this PC. It's in VLAN 3 and with the IP address of 100, and you can see that we can ping this one also. And let's try to ping this web server and also this database server, 10.10.600 and 500. 10.10.6.100 and not pinging, maybe it's not on or something. Oh, it's turned on, maybe it doesn't have IP address. Let me check. Show IP, it's okay. This one doesn't have IP address. Yes, we are trying to ping this one. Show IP, yeah, it doesn't have any IP. IP 10.10.6.100 with mask with 10.10.6.1 with the gateway. Okay, now this database server has IP address, and we should be able to ping that now. Yes, you can see we can ping it. And if I ping 5.100, you can see I can ping this database server and also this web server here. Okay, let's do something else. Okay, if you check here, you can see that there is no internet access actually in this PC, and you can see here that we are connected. And if I disconnect this, and then the internet access will come. And let's try to ping that, the public DNS server of Google, 8.8.8.8, and you can see that we are pinging this IP address. And let me put it in continuous ping, and let's now connect our network again. You see when the network is connected, and now the network is connected, and you can see that the ping is just dropped. And it's because now when we create a tunnel between the PC and to the ASA, all the traffic actually goes through this tunnel, and when it's come to the ASA, there is no any NATing here to send the traffic back to the internet. Let's actually configure that NAT and see what will be happen next. In the NAT, let's have a NAT here. I'm going to use the network object NAT here, And in this NAT, actually you can you are free to make any type of NAT. In this one, that one that we used before, the NATing is just there is no any interface to select between the NATing, and we cannot doing NAT between the same interface. Here if we check, because the actually traffic comes to the outside, it needs to get out from the outside. It means the NATing should happen in the outside to the outside. Okay, let me during the configuration I can tell you more. It may be a little bit confusing. Now let's select the object NAT, and I'm trying to NAT from outside to outside. What IP address? I'm going to use this range of IP address, the 10, because our PCs already have the IP address in this range, and I'm going to let all the destination and services as any, and the NAT going to be path, and this NAT will be happen on internet outside, interface outside. Why the NAT from outside to outside? Again, if you see that diagram, you can see that when a PC trying to ping from this, and it's come to the outside through the tunnel that is created, and when it comes to the outside and get to the corporate network, and this time when it tries to access the internet, it needs to get out from this outside. It means that we need to make some NATing here from outside to access the internet. And this is the NAT I just created from outside to outside, and it's a dynamic path with the source IP address of internet outside. Let's do this and apply. Now let's check if we can ping it. You see that we still cannot ping this, and there is some other configuration that is required here. If you remember, we in the previous video of part 1 of Remote Access VPN, I said if you want to ping a network or a computer through the ASA, we need to enable the ICMP inspection. And there is this some configuration like that here, and that is the interface. If you see here, we have some option, and the first one is the enable traffic between 2 or more interfaces with which are configured with the same security level. What is this security level actually? This is the security level that we configured before. We configure 0 for outside, 100 for inside, and 50 for management. According to the nature of the ASA, traffic from high security level to low security level is allowed. For example, here from inside to outside the traffic is allowed. Because of that, we can easily ping from any of this PC to the internet, because the traffic is allowed in the ASA. But if someone try to ping from outside to inside, that traffic will be dropped in the ASA, and this is the nature of a firewall. Of course, if someone try to access the inside, the firewall should drop that access without, if it, he doesn't have any privilege to do that. And here in the ASA you can see, and I can show you this firewall rule here in the firewall. And if we go here in the access rule, in the access rule you can see that any traffic to any less secure network is allowed. This is permit. And if you know how the actually the access list works, it works from up to down. Any line in the up will be execute first, and that the if we create access list, it works from up down. For example, if I have any other access list here, if I put it, for example, before this, that execute first, and then this one will be executed. For example, if I put any here, that any will be executed. If I put any deny or anything here under that, because the any is matched first, that will be executed and the rest will be untouched. And here you can see any less secure network is permitted from inside, and also we have the same for the management, but we don't have anything for the outside. It means nothing is allowed. But in all ASs we have a global, and that global is actually denying anything from any to any, and you can see this is deny, and the protocol is IP. It means anything. When nothing is matched in this one, it will be denied. For this example, if someone tried to access from inside to any less secure, means from inside to outside, it's matched in this one and it will be permitted. And or if anyone tried to access from management to any less secure, means from management to outside, again it's permit. But if someone tries to access from management to inside, as there is no rule here, it will match in the last rule, and the traffic will be dropped, and it will not be accessible. Okay, actually I don't want to speak about this firewall rule here. We may cover that in the next videos. But just to give you some information about the firewall rule and the access rule, that how the access list rule works. Now let's get back to our lab. We were actually speaking about this. We said that the traffic between the two or more with the same security level. If, for example, I have another inside, and that is has a security number of security level of 100, then I can access between these two if I take this one. But this one, the enable traffic between two or more hosts connected to the same interface. Actually, this one, if we go here, this PC is connected to the internet outside, and the interface outside, and also it's trying to access the internet from interface outside. In this case, this is necessary to enable this one, because actually if we assume that this is two separate hosts and they are connected to same interface, and now the traffic is disabled because we didn't enable the traffic between two hosts that connected to the same interface. Now let me enable this, and let's apply this to the ASA, and let's go to our PC and check if now we are able to ping or not. Let's now you can see the ping actually starts, and now it's that the PC is able to ping from corporate network. Actually, it's not internet from the direct connection, because we are connected. Let me disconnect this. Let me cancel it, and now let me try again. Okay, it's pinging, and now let me connect that and see if the ping will be continue or not. Okay, the now the connection established, but we still can ping from the remote PC to the internet, you can see. And if we try to actually, let's make sure that this traffic is going through the ASA. For that, let's go to the logging, and let's see the log. You can see here clearly, you can see that for every ICMP that comes here, we have a log to the destination of 888, and it's this shows that it's building the inbound ICMP connection from this to let me pause this. It's building an ICMP connection from this PC that it's in the local database with the username of Bob to this address. And now we can ping it. There is no problem here. Okay, we just configure the AnyConnect in the ASA, and then we just give an image for that, then download the image in the PC, install that, and try to access the corporate network. And you saw that our access was successful here, and we just access corporate network without any problem. But our access was full access, and this PC had access to every single server and PC inside the corporate network. And also we just configure our tunnel to access internet through the corporate network, and now this PC can access the internet using the corporate network. And you saw in the log that the traffic is coming to the ASA and then go to the internet again. Okay, I think for this video is enough. Our videos become too long. Let's in the next video we will actually just configure some limitation for this PC for different user to access the inside network. For example, this Bob may be a HR team, and he just need to access only the database server and also the web server, not any access to any other VLANs inside this corporate network. And also we will configure the split tunneling here to access the internet directly from the internet, not from the corporate network. Okay, for now let's finish our video. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel, and also please recommend this video, share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.